Hey y'all, how's everybody doing tonight? I know there's not many people in here right now, but we have my good friend Brother Blue, and he lives in New Jersey, and he is going to tell us about the New Jersey hauntings, and y'all know y'all love that. Hello, Blue.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good. People will start coming in here shortly. It's once
No
they see that
worries.
it's
No
live,
worries.
yeah.
Yeah, there's
Plus,
many,
I'm live
many
over
things.
here on Clapper.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Simulcasting.
Hmm.
Yeah, there are many, many, many different types of hauntings and creepy things that happen here in New Jersey. There's a reason why there's a
Well,
magazine devoted to it.
well, I want to hear about them because I've already, okay. So my number one on my bucket list is the Lizzie Borden house,
Yeah,
and that's in
it's
Massachusetts.
that's a big draw down in Massachusetts.
Hmm. And
And
Salem.
Salem's
Uh
beautiful.
huh. Yep.
I've been
So
once.
you've been to Salem?
Yeah, it was very, very cool.
I heard that the whole town was haunted. Inside, outside, on the streets, you'll see shadows and everything.
I I wasn't there very long. I was only there for probably about a day. So like I
Okay.
really didn't get a chance to like see anything
Yeah. Hmm.
or experience anything that would be considered paranormal. So for me, it was basically like I was there for a day and then I was back on the road and going somewhere else.
Well, that is number one bucket list is Lizzie Borden house in Salem, and Missy in the chat tonight is in Massachusetts, and she's like an hour away from there, so she will be going with us to there.
Ooh, there you
So
go.
I need to, you know, is my mod slacking? Hold on, who am I deleting? Oh, this one right here. I'll get rid of them because that's dumb. That's dumb. Okay. Okay. Somebody made a disgusting thing, so I just
Oh,
kind of
lovely.
blocked them. Yeah.
All the wonderful things we have to deal with in life, you know?
Yeah, well, my mods are over here on the podcast. And it's funny because people in here's like, who the fuck's she talking to? Is she talking to herself? They're new to my live, I guess. Okay. So, like I said, if you guys want to come into the podcast, follow my YouTube link on here on Clapper, or you can find me at Fireballs and F Bombs. I just don't want y'all to think I'm being rude, not talking to y'all. Okay, so let's hear about some hauntings because I
well,
want to make a trip.
Well, what started this whole experience off of you and me collaborating here tonight
Uh huh.
was I mentioned last week in your not last week, the week before,
Mm-hmm.
the Jersey Devil,
Yes.
and you said you had never heard of him.
I had not heard of them, but I did hear that a Devils were a team that was named after something haunted,
Yeah,
but I
okay,
didn't know it was a thing. Right.
yeah. The New Jersey Devil hockey team is named at named after the supposed cryptid creature that lives here in New Jersey. Um, according to a lot of like folklore and myth and everything like that, um, in 1735, there was a woman named Mother Leeds, and her and her husband lived
Mm-hmm.
very, very close to the Pine Barrens here in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Pine Barrens are a mix of swamp and sa- sand dunes and a whole bunch of. It's just not good for crops, which
Right, but
a
there,
lot of
can
people
you
don't.
walk out there and stuff in the
Oh yeah, you
swamps?
can walk out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Oh yeah, it's a big old forest. But the reason why they call it the Pine Barrens is because you can't grow anything there except for
Oh,
the indigenous species that live there,
okay, all right.
namely the pines.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of other type of vegetation that lives out there.
Yeah.
But Mother Leeds had 12 children,
Mm.
and they weren't hurting for a lot of money. Like they were actually a pretty well-to-do family.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but Mr. Leeds did not was not very hands-on with the children.
Okay.
Well, Mother Leeds ends up pregnant with the 13th child,
Oh boy.
and she said when she found out that she was with the 13th child, she said, "Let this one be born a devil." Now, I don't think she was cursing the child. Many do. But
I
there
think
are
she
also
just wanted to
some,
prove the husband a lesson.
well, yeah, let him be like a little hellion, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the the way the story goes is that Mother Leeds, the night she gave birth to her 13th child, he was born with beautiful blonde hair, blue eyes,
Oh.
perfect looking baby, and within minutes morphed into a creature that could only be described as a devil.
Oh my gosh. And then
And
now, No More Tears is asking, can you see the chat?
I cannot see the chat.
Oh,
So hang on,
there's
let me
something
see.
that you can
Yeah,
click
no.
that you're able to see the chat. You should be able to see it.
I
But
see chat in
no
the
more.
studio, but nothing on where
Hmm,
we are.
okay.
Hang on.
Okay. Well,
Oh, wait,
No
there we
More
go. Okay,
Tears.
I got it.
Okay. They're asking how close was this to Dixon City or Forest City, Pennsylvania?
Um, it's quite literally over the border for us.
Oh,
Um, it's more South Jersey than it is a North Jersey legend.
okay.
The legend even stretches out to Philadelphia because the devil has been seen anywhere from Philadelphia to North Jersey and New York.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. And what happened is that uh, once the child began to morph into this demon-like creature, it sprouted
mm-hmm.
wings, a long
Oh,
tail, cloven hooves,
oh
hands that were
gosh.
more like eagle talons, and its head morphed into almost like a horse's head,
Oh my God.
with curled horns back,
Like
almost like a
like a ram.
ram.
Okay. All right.
And there's differing stories. If you're from North Jersey, the Jersey Devil beat everybody in the room, flew up the chimney, and disappeared into the Pine Barrens. If you're from South Jersey, he murdered everybody in the room but one of his family members, and and flew up the chimney and whatnot. There's also versions where he just killed all the nursemaids that were there to help with the pregnancy. There's no clear cut legend when it comes to this one because it differs from where you are in state.
Right. But people have claimed to see it.
Oh, you mainly a lot more have claimed to have heard it
Oh.
rather than seen it. Now, anytime the devil is actually seen, it's usually before a war breaks out.
Oh. Oh,
So, luckily for us, there have been no sightings of it this year. So,
lucky. Yeah.
it's a good thing. I'll count ourselves very lucky for that one.
And is that a Bigfoot behind you?
Where?
It's a Bigfoot behind you.
No,
Up
a Freddy hand up there.
other
And
side.
other side? Oh yeah, I got Bigfoot up there. I got to believe. I'm into the crypt. I even got Bigfoot on my shirt,
Oh, nice.
on my sweatshirt. But even New Jersey has its own Sasquatch sightings.
See, I've heard that there's all these freaking Sasquatches and Bigfoots and I, I'm just I unless I see it for myself, I don't believe it because they don't live forever. And where's
Where are
their
the bodies?
bones? Where's the hair? Where's their teeth? Where's
No,
their die? You're
they're
gonna have to come across and these fucking hunters. These fucking hunters, they're out hunting, they have shotguns, and they, oh, what's that? What's that? You fucking run from it. Bitch, you're a
yeah.
hunter. If
Well,
I see a Bigfoot, I'm gonna shoot the bitch.
well, from what I understand, okay, now mind you, I am a believer. I am a believer in paranormal things, cryptids,
Yeah, me too.
all sorts of things. I will say this: unless you're actually face to face with one of these creatures,
Mm-hmm.
you cannot tell what you're going to actually do. Because
Yeah.
I have seen reports from reputable, upstanding citizens, even police officers, state troopers who have seen these things, and they said, I froze.
I, 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 I would want nothing more than to shoot it, and then I'd be a millionaire because I'd be the first one to fucking ever prove that I saw it, and here it is.
Right. Well, let's put it this
Hang
way.
it
I'm
up.
pretty sure if Jeff Meldrum ever finds it, he's gonna shit his pants.
Who?
Dr. Jeff Meldrum. He's one of the leading cryptozoologists slash he's a orth he's got a degree in orthopedics. So like the whole Bigfoot phenomenon, he studies the layout of the feet and the footprints that people find. And he has the most extensive collection of Bigfoot footprints that are all different. They're no two are the same. So it's like, if he ever saw one in the wild and he's like one of these guys who's all about it, it's like, no offense, Ben, you'd probably shit your pants and run.
Well, I wouldn't. I'm not saying I wouldn't shit my pants.
Oh, I
I'd
definitely would.
still be trying to shoot at it. I think though, because I would want to fucking hang that bitch up and go, here it is.
Even with my extensive training, I'd like to think I'd shoot at it, but at the same time, I'd probably drop whatever I had and I'd run.
Oh, I ain't dropping it. I
Well,
might run, but I can't say what I would do, but I'm damn sure would like to shoot it and be like, here it is. They really exist. Now y'all be scared.
yeah, pretty much.
Because to
But I mean,
me, aren't there a such thing as orangutans?
yeah, but not in not in North America. Same thing with chimpanzees, gorillas. You don't see other hominids in North America unless you go back in the fossil records, and even then, they're all saying, "Oh, well, it's got to be Gigantopithecus." There's no Gigantopithecus on record on our side of the ocean, so that idea kind of gets blown out of the water for me.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm just trying to, because like I said, I believe in a lot of stuff. Bigfoot, I'm just still not, I'm just not.
well, I mean, think about it. The whole Bigfoot craze, got kicked off by a con man who, even before he took the video of the famous Patty, drew her in a book about Bigfoot. The same body size, swaying breasts, the whole 9 yards. So tell me that he didn't have somebody make up a female Sasquatch costume and put somebody out in the woods.
when I worked in the Florida Keys, what they do to rookies, because in the Florida Keys, you patrol a lot of on the edge of the mangroves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm trying to, how do I even word it? Okay. So somebody will get into the suit and have this rookie drive down the street,
Mm-hmm.
and this thing is in the tree, or run out and run back in front. And the test is, what is the rookie going to do?
Yeah.
But I mean,
But you,
get in the suit.
yeah, exactly. But, you know, but the thing is like, I've been out in the woods camping up in upstate New York, and I've heard things that I can't explain. I've been in the woods and had that feeling of something's watching me, and
Yeah.
I know how that feeling is just based on my training,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
Yeah.
ooh, it sends some shivers up your spine.
Yeah, I've had that. I've had that happen, to where, like, I could be out at a cemetery and I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah,
Like, I feel something, right? Something's watching us.
and you know what, people always say all the time, you know, anytime I've said, well, I've heard things up in upstate New York, and they go, okay, well, couldn't it have been a cougar? Yeah, it could have been, but I know the distinct difference between the sound of a cougar and whatever the hell else I heard. It ain't the same.
What's the name of that show? There's a show. What's that called? Something in the woods. Hauntings in the woods or something.
Hauntings in the
And it
woods or
talks
something like
about
that. Yeah.
yeah, I can't, that might not be it, but it it has fellas that were going, camping on a hunting trip. And
Mm,
then that night they're around the fire and they start hearing trees freaking breaking,
yeah.
and big
I mean,
trees, the freaking thick trees are moving. Like, I've
yeah. I
heard them
mean,
stories, and they see these big things with the red eyes, and it's like, what, really?
well, I mean, you know, it could be damn near anything. I mean, but for sure, I don't think you could sit there and say that is a bear sighting that's been misjudged and whatnot.
A
Like,
bear is a bear. A bear, you're gonna
a
know a
bear is a
bear.
bear. You know a bear when you see
Yeah,
one of
you
them.
know a bear. And they'll
You know,
stand up. A bear will stand up
yeah.
on its back feet.
I mean, we had a bear up here in New Jersey. Its nickname was Pedals because its front paws were injured, and it walked upright, and it looked like it was pedaling a bicycle all the time when it was walking.
Why, I think I've seen a video of this thing.
Yeah, and then
And
somebody shot him like shot him like 2 years ago.
oh,
Yeah, and Pedals was kind of like, like the unofficial like state mascot, and somebody shot him
why
during
would
hunting
somebody
season.
shoot a disabled animal?
Well,
Knowing,
that was the question, because he said, "Oh, well, I didn't want it suffering." Well, it was living perfectly fine. Stupid things people do.
okay, so, well, I'm so glad that y'all haven't had any sightings of the Jersey Devil. But what about the people that have seen it?
The
I
people
know
that
they
have
said
seen
they
it,
heard it. What does it sound like?
I mean, they say it
It's a
sounds
scream or something?
something. The scream of this thing is evidently way louder and a different pitch from any other known animal
Ooh,
here in New Jersey.
wow.
I mean, we have coyotes, we got foxes, we got everything up here.
Hmm.
Heck, we even got wolves in certain areas, depending on where
Yeah,
you go.
we have that too down here. They're, yeah.
Yeah, but they say this is something more akin to a person wailing in anguish
Wow.
rather than. Now, mind you, also the Pine Barrens is also a lot. There's a lot. There was a lot of. Let's see. We'll put it this way. Uh, Bad things and bad people did a lot of things down in the Pine Barrens. Let's put it that way. It was considered a burial ground rather than anything
Oh,
else.
geez. Oh my goodness. So
Yeah,
okay, so he killed his parents. He
supposedly.
killed his parents. Okay, okay, so that's the thing. Okay.
But also the main legend you hear from down south, he didn't kill his parents. You know, he just beat everybody in the room and flew up the chimney,
Okay.
causing a fire in the process, and the house burnt down.
Okay.
Now, this thing has supposedly been around for 300 years. Now,
So
there's
it's
nothing in the tale.
automatically immortal?
Yeah, evidently it's automatically immortal.
Okay.
There are stories that state that, you know, you'll see it interacting with other ghosts and other paranormal entities that are around New Jersey,
Hmm.
and it's complete hornswoggle is what it is. I'll tell you that.
Did you say hornswoggle?
Yes, I said hornswoggle.
Okay.
You know, but I will say this: Napoleon Bonaparte's brother, when he was having a
Napoleon
home built,
Bonaparte's?
Bonaparte,
Bonaparte. Okay.
Napoleon Bonaparte,
Okay.
the French, you know, the guy with the thing and the hat that's sideways. Yeah, the general.
Okay.
Uh his brother was having his home built, and he decided to go hunting just outside of Philadelphia, close to the New Jersey border.
Okay.
And he was said to have had an interaction with the creature. He said he came upon it, and it jumped away like a kangaroo. It jumped
Okay.
away, and then it flew off into the night. And he vowed from that day forward he would not leave this area until he found it and killed it. Well, obviously he didn't kill it. He didn't add it to his menagerie, but you know, he did end up living a very long life right here in the United States. So I mean, there's people who have like a ransom out on this thing. That's ridiculous. You know, there was.
On the Jersey Devil.
Oh yeah,
So why
a
would
$10,000 reward.
why would you name a hockey team after something like that?
Well, it's it's funny because New Jersey is the only state that has its own demon, that has its own literal like devil. I mean, yeah, there's the Dover demon, but that's more of like an intergalactic thing.
What's where's Dover? What's the Dover
That's
demon?
another
Oh,
a
I have
whole
no
nother
idea.
state.
I've never heard of that either. Shit.
Yeah, well, don't worry about that one. But we were the first state to have our own devil, our own demonic entity like
Oh,
that, and the Jersey Devils were known to play when they first started. They would play like hell on the ice.
okay.
They were like hell on skates. They just unleashed an entire barrage. Like everybody was like a mauler. They would just beat you up on the ice and score as many goals as possible. So that's why they got their name, the Devils.
Okay. I don't watch hockey. So do they
Yeah,
still play
well,
like that?
fuck. There's a reason why I
I'm
stopped
never
watching
around
hockey.
ice skating or anything to never got into hockey.
I'll be happy you haven't.
I know that my Steelers got their ass whipped last night. Annie had to rub that in during the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Spirit Stalker. How are you?
Now,
And thank you. I guess you guys were talking about my firelight because it's fireballs and F bombs.
yes, and I have my fire going behind me too.
Yeah. And I have an F bomb.
There you go. That works.
And you know,
I don't want to get into what I got down here.
oh, you remember from TikTok? I almost said
Yes.
TikTok. From TikTok, Heavy Duty.
Yes, I remember heavy duty.
He sent me that F bomb.
Oh,
He
that's
sent me
awesome.
that. Yes. I love my F bomb.
Spirit Stalker, hello. Hello, everybody.
So what other
Oh, there's so many more things.
oh yeah, keep going.
Well, we have our own haunted stretch of highway up here.
Oh,
It's off Route 23,
okay.
and it's called
And this is in
Clinton Road.
southern Jersey still?
This is northern Jersey.
Oh, northern. Okay.
This is actually up by me.
Okay.
I have been to Clinton Road. I have had interesting experiences on Clinton Road.
Oh.
My cousin's vehicle was beat to hell on
No
Clinton
shit.
Road. Yeah. And yeah, we don't go back to Clinton Road unless we have to. And usually it's only during the day.
So just driving on the road, people see
Oh,
shit
yeah.
and something happens to their car?
There is a phantom truck that
Oh.
goes up and down Clinton Road at night. And it will come right up on your bumper and damn near make you like almost go off the road. There is a stretch of Clinton Road that has a bridge that goes over a brook where a young boy fell over the edge of the bridge and died.
Oh,
and
wait.
if you throw a quarter over the edge of the bridge, he'll throw it back.
I've heard this one. I have heard this one. I didn't know where it was, but I heard that if you throw something, keys, a quarter, a rock,
pretty much a quarter, anything made of metal,
flying back at you.
Anything made of metal, usually he'll throw back.
He'll throw it back at you.
But you'll also, there's a thing that you haven't heard about that. Every now and again, you'll hear him giggling.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a fun experience.
So how old was he? Was he very young? He
was like 5-6 years old.
Oh my goodness.
But he was traveling down that road back when it was a dirt road. Back when it was first made. So like this kid's like at least 100 years old.
Oh my gosh. So back then it was probably like horse and buggy, wasn't it?
Horse and buggies, yeah. Now the phantom truck, I don't know where that fully comes from, but that is an actual thing that has happened to people.
Now I've heard of phantom vehicles.
Oh yeah.
I have heard of phantom vehicles. It could be any type of vehicle. Most of the time, a phantom vehicle is a vehicle that was involved in a crash where someone passed
away. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The phantom truck incident that I was involved with was with a bunch of friends back in high school. And this thing was just on our butts the entire way when we were coming back from New York, and we were cutting through Clinton Road to get back. And this thing followed us for a good 5-6 miles.
And did you know about it at that time?
I knew nothing about it.
Did you? Oh.
I knew nothing about it at the time. I didn't get into the whole paranormal thing until I got out of high school. Like I knew there were paranormal activities. I mean, hell, I've had my own experiences with paranormal. But
Mm-hmm.
there's a reason why I don't mess with Ouija boards.
Oh, I don't. Mm-mm. No, we don't play with those.
No, ma'am, we don't
No,
play with them.
no, ma'am. Nope. No Ouija. And do you know they have a Ouija board game on your fucking cell phone?
Oh hell no, I'm not using that.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You can download the Ouija board app.
Nope.
That don't go do that, y'all. I'm telling you, y'all don't
Yeah.
want to play with the Ouija board. That's
No.
that's a big fat no.
Please don't.
No. Mm-mm.
Please, for the love of all things holy, do not download a Ouija board app.
No. Mm-mm.
Like I got my own things. Yeah, no, thank you. I'll pass. Yeah, me too. Yeah. But anyway, going back to Clinton Road.
I think there's a
Oh,
movie though with the. Isn't there a movie like a paranormal movie that they fuck with the Ouija board in there? And it's
there's
supposed
plenty
to
of
be like
movies where they mess with it.
clippings?
Isn't it called Ouija?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Mm-mm.
good. You know?
No.
But
And but it's for sale in the toy section in fucking Walmart.
it's always
They
been
say
like
it's a
that,
toy
though.
for kids.
Yeah, for ages of
Mm-mm.
5 and up.
Right.
I'm good.
No.
No, I'm good. I don't need to
Mm-mm.
bring one of those in my house.
Mm-mm.
You know, I got enough issues. I don't need to have a Ouija board in my house.
I have my own drama. I don't need no fucking Ouija drama.
Exactly. I got enough entities living in my house. I don't need any more.
All right, so keep going.
Oh, let's see. There's also on in the woods off of Clinton Road.
Okay.
You can find the remains of an old decrepit zoo that they actually shut down. And when they shut it down, the zookeepers just opened up all the cages and let the animals loose.
Oh my God. Mm-mm.
And the animals just took off into the woods. And supposedly there's a lot of strange animals that live in the woods off of Clinton Road.
Well, who's to say a gorilla wasn't a part of that? And they're out there mating.
It did not have any gorillas at the zoo.
Oh.
This was actually more of a big cat
Just
zoo.
a thought.
Big cats and bears.
Okay.
That's pretty much what they had. And when I say the word zoo, I mean that with kind of like air quotes. Like, it really wasn't much of a zoo.
Right.
You know, not
No
for
more
nothing. Catskill Game Farm is way better than way more a zoo than this place was.
Yeah. No More Tears says when we were in high school in the late 90s, we decided to play with a Ouija board and we watched a glass go flying across my apartment and shatter.
Oof.
No.
Oh, dude, you just gave me chills. Come on.
And then I want to know what you did when that happened. What did you do with the Ouija board? Did it show back up? Because I'm told you can't just go throw it in the garbage because it'll keep coming back.
Yeah,
It'll
no.
end up.
You can't get rid of them. It'll keep coming back. Mysteriously, it'll show back up anywhere.
Mm-mm. So I'm curious. No More Tears. What happened with that? You can keep going. I'm just curious what him.
Oh yeah.
Answer.
Well, I mean, when I had my first paranormal experience, it was a sleepover birthday party, and we were a whole bunch of us. We were all part of we're all part of a gang of kids that just all hung out together. So
right.
Staying at the one kid's house, he had a pool. We were all downstairs hanging out. somebody brings out a Ouija board.
Oh God.
Now, mind you, my mother is full-blooded German.
Mm-hmm.
She has told me since I was like that big, don't mess with
Ugh.
Ouija boards, stay away from them.
Yeah.
Even my grandmothers were like, don't mess with Ouija boards, you
Mm-hmm.
stay away from them. So I
Mm-hmm.
stayed away. I went and sat on top of they had a side-by-side washer and dryer. So I went and sat on those, and I'm sitting there, and they're doing their thing, trying to bring something in. It says, they said, is anybody here? Yes. Where are you? On the washer. Prove it. Because I was on the dryer. Next thing I know, I got launched off the dryer. And I had a handprint in the middle of my back.
Get out. And you didn't
I
take
did.
pictures of that?
I didn't think about that when I was that age. I was just like, screw
Well,
that. I'm out
yeah,
of here.
yeah. And we didn't have cell phones back then.
Yeah, we didn't have cell phones then.
No.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
she
was
and
like,
they
nope.
No More Tears says, I told her my friend that brought it over took it with her and we all left the house. I told her you're never allowed back here if you have the damn board. And Spirit Stalker says, I threw 4 boards away, but they never came back. I was pissed because they cost money. It cost a lot.
Well, they always come back if you don't close them out. If you don't
I
close
don't open
the
it.
connection. If you don't say goodbye. There's rules when it comes to
Oh.
Ouija.
Oh no,
Very
I don't.
very elaborate. I wouldn't use it.
See, I'm already creeped out just talking about it because I feel like
Yeah,
I'm
you
going to
and
go
me both.
outside
I'm
and there's going to be
remembering when I
one.
got launched.
I feel like I'm going to go outside and there's going to be one laying by the fucking road or something. Be like, what the
Right?
hell?
Watch. I'll drive down my street tomorrow and I'll see a Ouija board sitting out in front of
That's
somebody's
what I'm
house.
saying. I feel like I'm creeped out by it already just talking about it.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, let's get off the Ouija board
Anyway, off Ouija boards.
conversation because I've got goosebumps right now while I'm sitting here at work. Yeah, I know. I don't like I don't like talking about like evil or
Oh yeah.
demons or.
So there are, before you get to Clinton Road, there's a road called Germantown Road. And just
Germantown.
off it,
Okay.
there's 2 Germantown roads. There's Old Germantown and there's New Germantown.
Okay.
Well, on Old Germantown Road is the remnants of the very, very small little village of old rundown houses that were abandoned for no apparent reason.
So like a whole little town is abandoned?
Whole little and you can't even classify it as a town. It's a small like village of houses.
Okay.
Small group, just a small
All
little
right.
spot. Like maybe 10 houses. Up and people just up and left them there.
Huh.
And
did they just up and leave all their shit in the houses too? Like, or
yes,
did
ma'am.
they just
Left everything.
left their shit?
Just left all their shit and left.
Huh.
Now, people attribute that to there were native spirits that had issue with the people being where they were.
Yeah.
Because up here in North Jersey, we were mainly part of the Ramapo Nation, Ramapo River Nation, the indigenous peoples of this, the indigenous tribe up here. And then most of like southern Jersey was part of Lenni Lenape.
Okay.
So there's a lot of Native American history here in New Jersey. And a lot of people believe that there are certain things that have crossed over from their stories into our world, into our.
And it's very possible.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even the Jersey Devil.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because they believed the Pine Barrens were haunted. And when you think about the haunting of the Pine Barrens, a, the description of the demon that they said haunted the Pine Barrens was more closely resembling more of a Snellygaster rather than a devil. I just blew your mind with a Snellygaster, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah. I've never heard of a Snellygaster.
Oh, it's a very strange looking creature. Hang on, let me pull up my
Because I'm
information on
sure you saw my
Snellygasters.
face when you said that. I was like, okay.
Okay, so in Native American folklore, Snellygaster is a bird reptile chimera.
What's a chimera?
Multiple animals embodying one
Oh,
animal.
okay. Okay. So could that be end up being like a shapeshifter? The skinwalker type things?
No, because it's more of a bird reptile.
Okay.
They were known for taking the sick and weak of native tribes
Yeah.
in the night, and you know,
Okay.
eating the freshly dead.
Oh.
So yeah, it's a very interesting creature. But
So is it possible? I totally misheard that. I thought he said smelly gassers. Listen, knowing everybody in my room,
I get you, man.
it's very possible.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. I will spell it out for you
No,
for
no.
anybody who needs to know it.
Is it possible? Now, the 10 houses you said that like people just up and don't be sorry, Missy. That's funny.
That was
Is
hilarious,
10
though. Thank you.
houses? Oh yeah, we always talk like that in here. We're just ridiculous because I fart
Oh, I
and
love it.
burp, and we all do, and it's
Hey,
funny.
listen, it's natural human reactions.
Okay, the 10 houses like that people
Yes.
up and took off. Okay, is it possible? Which I'm thinking it is. They could be built on top of like a burial.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
But nobody's ever actually gone in there and tore up the ground to check.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying it's possible that that could be
I mean, the
why they
houses still
were,
stand. The houses are
but
still
the
there,
spirits are probably in them.
more than
They're
likely.
haunted. Yeah. Oh.
But there is no
But
way
see, thinking
onto
they were
old
evil, I wouldn't go
Germantown.
there.
There's no way onto old Germantown now.
Oh.
Yeah, they've
You can't even
completely
get to
blocked.
them.
You can't even get to them unless you go on foot,
Oh.
and I wouldn't even recommend it.
See, I'd be too scared to because I don't want to face evil. I
See,
like ghost hunting. I like dealing with the friendly spirits. They
mhm,
talk to me, and they with the channeling. If I feel something evil, I'm leaving
yeah, I mean
because you can
the
feel something.
oh yeah, you feel the one time I went there, and I'll say this, it wasn't more so I felt an evil presence, but I felt a presence. I felt
It's a
like,
heaviness.
yeah, you feel the
Yes.
heaviness in the air,
Mm-hmm.
and even the temperature feels off.
Yes.
And like I went in the middle of summer,
Mm-hmm.
and it was, and up here it's very hot and muggy up here.
Yes.
You're hot and muggy down there all the time, but
Uh-huh.
take that as you will, people. Anyway, but when it's hot and muggy up here, you don't expect to feel a chill,
Right.
even at night,
Mm-hmm.
because it's just ungodly hot. When you go there, you feel like the temperature difference. You feel that weird twist.
Yeah. It's hard. It's really kind of hard to explain what it feels like. It's hard to explain what a heaviness feels like if no
Yeah.
one's ever realized what they're feeling.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
a total shift within a matter of seconds. It is a shift in just the air and the thickness of the air, and it feels like it's weighing you down, and maybe you're harder to breathe.
Yeah.
Like it's like the guy that was possessed with Amityville Horror House. The house had so many facelifts over the decades. I remember you went to see it,
Bless you.
or you went to see the movie.
I hope they went to go see the movie.
I would be too scared to go in that house. Just like that other house.
Conjuring House.
Yes, I don't think I would
Oh
have
my
balls enough
goodness.
to go in there.
You need to start following what's going on with the Conjuring House.
I've heard what's going on there.
It's
They've put
getting
a
worse.
stop. Yeah, they put a stop to people going there now.
Yeah,
But I didn't hear why. I just know that people aren't allowed to go visit it anymore.
because she's operating a business without a license now.
What kind of in that house?
Yeah, the business is you can come and stay there. You can take tours of it and stuff like that. She made that house into a business, but
But
the
didn't get a
thing is,
license for it?
the town revoked her license
Why? Well, I
because,
mean, it's different if there's people getting hurt.
and that's the thing, she was causing issues with
Oh,
her employees. Her employees were having issues with her. She actually accused a member of the staff who had been there for with the guy who previously had owned it before she owned
right.
it. She accused him of stealing,
Oh, for God's sake.
and she keeps saying that the ghost told her that he's stealing.
Yeah, she could very well possibly be possessed if she's living in the house.
Yeah, she
They
does
could
live
have
there.
entered her. Okay. Oh
But
boy.
here's the thing. She's also like going off completely off the rails. She didn't show up for her latest court appearance,
Oh God.
which she was supposed to be at. She did not show up for another court appearance that she was supposed to be at for the charges against her for reckless driving, driving under
Oh,
the influence, failure to stop at a stop sign, uh, failure to stop for uh, police officer, the whole 9 yards. She is not showing up to any of those court dates for those charges, and she's
the
just digging
scary
herself
part is
digger and digger.
if it's ever proven that she's possessed, she'll get away with all that.
But how do you prove possession? That's my question.
I don't know. I mean,
I mean, they couldn't even do it with.
they would have to bring in like that big priest fella to try to exorcise her. Has that house ever been exorcised or tried
No,
to exorcise the house?
Ed and Lorraine Warren wouldn't even go in that house.
Oh shit.
You know, and like, don't get me wrong, I have my own opinions about Ed and Lorraine Warren, but I think that if somebody who's attuned to all that stuff
Mm-hmm.
and part, very much embroiled in that world, if they won't even go into that house, something's got to
I
be up.
damn sure ain't. Yeah. First of all, why would you even fucking buy a house like that? Now, if I
Because she wanted
found
to
out
make money.
somewhere yeah, but do it legally at least. Don't live in there
Well,
and let people just go stay in there. But have your
but think
fucking bed and breakfast or whatever.
she has made paranormal investigators feel so uncomfortable in that house. Like, she'll stay while they're there, and she'll
See,
just
I don't
hover
like
in
it
the
when people do
she'll
that
hover in the next room like this, just
because they've
stare at her.
entered her probably.
Like
She's
she's just
probably one of the spirits they're looking for.
yeah. And up until she bought the house, she had no paranormal experience ever. And then just last week on the news, she lied right to the reporter's face and said, "I've been involved with the paranormal community for a very long time. Ever since I was a kid." Oh yeah,
And how long has she owned the house?
2 years.
And Missy, you say they're officially closed for good.
Yeah,
And No
she
More
won't sell
Tears
it.
is 25 minutes from it.
She won't sell the house.
But who's to say she's not saying, oh, this is my family coming to visit me?
It's a good question. But when people are coming in to spend the night and they stop the local sheriff to find out directions to the place, there's a problem.
Oh.
And people tend to overshare when they're talking to a police officer or a
Yeah,
sheriff's
I know.
officer or a trooper. They will
Ugh, I
overshare,
know. Yes, I know.
and that's
I've
how they
heard way
found
too
out.
much shit that I didn't want to hear before.
I believe it. But yeah, it's wild. It's a wild thing.
See, I would never go to there. I would never go to the Conjuring house. I would not go to those house. And do you know the movie Poltergeist?
Hmm.
The house that they made the movie in is up for sale.
I would not buy that house.
No.
Nope. No, man. I
Nope.
would not buy it.
Mm-mm.
Because there
I
was
don't
a
care
lot of
how much
hinky
you're asking
things.
for it. I wouldn't.
There were a lot of hinky things that happened on the set of
Uh-huh.
Poltergeist.
Uh-huh. And
And
I found out, the towards the end of the movie when the mama falls into the pool with all the skeletons,
they're all real.
they're real.
Yeah, they're all real. They were cadavers from like a local medical center or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And no, they wouldn't tell her until after the scene was over that they were real.
Yeah, no. Think about it. Would you jump into a pool full of water, muddy water with
No,
a bunch of real skeletons with
no,
like dead, flesh falling off of it? Hell no.
nope.
Not me.
Mm-mm. I'm pretty ballsy, but not to shit like that.
Listen, I'm down for anything once, but I ain't jumping into to a
Not
pool with
that.
cadavers. No, thank you.
I'm not doing that. No, no, no.
I've
Those
done some hinky
skeletons
shit in
will
my
have to
time, but
swim
no.
alone.
Yeah. I've done some hinky shit. No, thank you. I'm good. But
All right. So what else in New Jersey?
okay,
Is that it?
I got. Well, there's a lot more that
Oh,
unfortunately, because of working for UPS and the hecticness of this holiday season drives me insane.
yeah.
I wasn't able to get more than what I already have here
Okay.
for you, but I will
You
say
can come
this:
on anytime you like.
we. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But we do have our own Bigfoot
Okay. Yeah, you
creature
did say that.
known as Old Red Eyes
Oh, Lord.
because he's got big old red eyes.
I've heard
But
this. I've heard that
he
the most Bigfoots like that have the red eyes looking at them.
have like big glowing red eyes,
Yeah.
and you mainly
Mm.
only see red eyes and red eye shine from omnivorous predators. A bear will have a red tinge to their eye.
Mm-hmm.
You know, So,
I mean,
and
there's
they're
some animals
omnivorous.
that if you shine the light on them at night, their eyes light up.
Oh yeah, and that's because it allows them to see. They have excellent night vision.
Right.
That's like people with blue eyes. If you look at a person with blue eyes at night through like a night camera, you'll see the difference between their eyes and a person with brown eyes
Oh, no shit. I didn't know
because of the
that.
glare. Yeah, because of the glare out of their eye. People with blue eyes have more cones than rods. So at night,
Oh,
we take in more of the ambient light than everybody else. We're more suited for life at night.
oh.
I have blue eyes. That's why I know this.
I have shit brown eyes, so.
Brown eyes, you're more suited for day work. You're more suited for being awake during the day. But like, it's a genetic feature that's, for certain people. But you see it mainly in, like I said, in omnivorous predators, even full on carnivorous predators. Their
Mhm.
eye shine is a lot different than that of, say, a deer's.
Yeah.
And for something to have a very distinct red eye shine
Mhm.
when light hits it says to me that there's more predator than prey in that
Yeah.
particular creature.
Yeah.
And being that I am very close to Sussex County, and that's where the bulk of the sightings are from. Top of
Oh.
Sussex County attaches to the Appalachian Trail.
Mhm.
There are a lot of things on that trail
I've
that
heard.
cannot be explained.
Yeah, I've heard about shit uh about on the Appalachian Trail that
Oh yeah,
people. Yeah.
the there.
I'd still be scared to go there.
Oh yeah, like I can hunt, I could fish, I can live off the land, I can do anything. But let's put it this way: if I was out in the woods and I heard two sticks being banged together, or uh, what sounded like a baseball bat hitting a tree,
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna like that.
I'm pulling up
Mm-mm.
stakes and getting the fuck out of there. Pardon my
Yeah, I don't
French.
think I'd like that either. This is fireballs and F bombs.
I know, but you know me. I'm still a gentleman at heart.
uh, so there is, I know we've talked about it on the podcast, and maybe Uncle and Missy might remember, but there is a highway that people go on and they see, and it's only on the certain highway. Where in the hell is that? And they see this wolf looking thing with red eyes
Oh,
with the wings, but it'll like follow them in the car, and like they'll pull over. Somebody broke down or something, and the thing was up at the car.
yeah. There's quite a few like weird mixtures of creatures out there, and I know the one you're talking about. I just can't remember the name of
I
it,
can't remember the name of it.
but it's quite interesting when you think about all these sightings of like large like wolves.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you've ever seen the video, but there's a video of a man was taking a video of his dog
The
outside
big
of
black one.
the big black wolf.
Yes.
And not for nothing, that's a massive wolf.
Yes.
Like, I know wolves are bigger than dogs, but that was a
That
husky.
that dog, that
That was a
fucking
husky.
dog's better be glad that thing didn't eat him in one bite.
Seriously. But it looked like it just wanted to play. But at
Oh,
the
I
same
don't think
time,
it
it was
was.
it knocked that husky over like it was nothing. Like
I wouldn't let my dog chase something like that.
I've been up
Mm-mm.
close and personal with wolves before. We have a wolf sanctuary up in Sussex County. And I've been up close and personal with some wolves.
Mm-hmm.
They are massive.
Yeah.
but they are
But
but
that
they are
massive?
nothing compared to the size of that one wolf that I saw in that video
Yeah.
from years ago.
But are we sure it was a wolf?
I'm thinking it was.
I mean, that's
If
what you
anything,
would.
it was a dire wolf. And dire wolves have been supposedly extinct for, I don't know,
Hmm.
1,000 years, something like that.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's, I don't know.
But it could be a genetic fallback. Who
I've
knows?
seen some fucked up shit.
I mean, even dogman sightings. Dogman sightings are going up every year. And they're basically describing a Sasquatch-like creature, but it's got the head of a dog, a head of a
Yes.
wolf. You know,
Yeah, I've heard that. But they have the red eyes too, from what I
yeah.
understand. Yes. Okay.
And evidently, supposedly, they don't get along with Bigfoot, Sasquatch, whatever you want to call it.
Oh.
You know, the two fight over territory constantly, supposedly. This is just theories. I'm just regaling you with
Yeah.
in terms of all this stuff, but people have said it for years that these things just don't get along. Some people have said they've seen fights between the two. You know, and like I don't know how you know credible those sightings are, but I'm not one to put full stock in just anybody's story. I'll
Yeah.
give it a listen, but
There's a place too, and I think this is actually out west in the desert somewhere, and I can't think of where, but there's a place called Skinwalker.
Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah. Or is it Skinwalker, or where they shapeshift?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I won't go there either. I
Skinwalker
won't go
Ranch.
there.
There's a lot of things that go on there that nobody can explain.
That's
I
crazy
mean,
shit. That videos that I've seen that coming out of there.
I mean, I think personally, okay, I'll give you my own personal belief on what is happening over at Skinwalker Ranch. What they're experiencing sounds to me like it's the thinnest point of the veil between us and the, for lack of a better term, the quote unquote goblin realm, which is a, the realm of myth, legend, and the whole, you know,
Okay. Hmm.
bokoboodle, which is why they have all these different experiences, strange creatures and things that they can't explain, and this that, and the other thing. But my question is it true? I don't know. But if it is, if everything is real that's happening out there and it's not just made for
Hmm.
TV, then we got some scary shit about to happen, about to pop off.
Yeah. Like I've seen that one. There's that one that I'll never forget it. And it shows something moving on the side of like a mountain. And then they zoom in on it, and it's like a dog that turns into like a bear, and then a cat, and then it flies off.
Yeah,
Like, what
there's
the?
like I think they just used the term Skinwalker Ranch just for the pure fact of the fact that things shapeshift a lot on that property.
Yeah. Yeah. They should just call
And
that Shapeshifter
yeah,
Ranch.
it should be Shapeshifter Ranch. I mean,
Mm,
if you go out west, nobody talks about skinwalkers. They don't. They just don't.
they
And
know
the reason
better.
that the reason that they don't is they don't want to conjure it. They don't want it coming for them.
Hmm. Hmm.
I have family that used to teach out on the reservation in Arizona, and he said we don't talk about things like that.
Mm-mm.
at all, ever. Even to this day, he won't speak of
Well,
things like
we're
that.
fucking talking about it. What does that mean? Are we conjuring
Well,
something?
nah.
Shit. Ugh.
I mean, you're fine down there in the bayou. You'll be all right. You got the skunk ape down there taking care of you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what ours is called, the skunk ape. That's what it smells like.
Supposedly.
So I'm told. I've never, but I mean, you can just be driving and then it'll smell like it. It's like,
Yeah, you'll smell it. Yeah, but that's the same thing up here too. Like you could be just walking through the woods and you'll get a hint of something that smells like dead carcass and wet
yeah.
fur,
Mm-hmm.
and it don't make a lick of sense.
Mm. I'll never forget. Me and my friend was on midnights, and we had a in progress call, and we were hauling ass, lights and sirens. He run over a skunk, and then it rolled underneath my car because we're right
Ugh.
on each other's ass doing 100. And so we both fucking hit this thing. And then later on, we were 56 and like doing our reports. And you could smell that fucking skunk on our car for like 3 days.
I'm good.
It was terrible. I
I'm
felt
good.
bad too. I did not like. That's the worst
That's
time for an animal to run out in front of you is when you're running lights and sirens. This is terrible.
especially a skunk.
Oh,
That's okay. I've kind of developed an affinity for raccoons and opossums lately.
I love all animals. I don't want to hurt any of them. Like
I don't want to hurt no animals
everybody
either.
knows my
But if I
favorite
got to eat, I
animal.
got to
But
eat.
yeah, no,
But
I
an
won't eat my
opossum,
pork.
I'll leave the possum alone. I like possums.
Listen,
They're
if
so
I
ugly.
saw
They're
a
cute.
skunk or possum or rat, if I saw them fall away from mama or they were injured, I would help them.
Oh yeah,
I would help them. Absolutely.
it's funny. My wife will let me have a raccoon, but she won't let me get a bear.
No, that's too much.
I want a bear. I'm a big man. I like
Oh my
bears.
gosh. You're the teddy bear. That's just
that
settle for you
that's
being the bear.
we'll go with that one.
Yes. Bears are cute though when they're babies, aren't they? They're so cute.
Oh yeah, they're so
And
adorable.
panda bears are so cute, but man, I hear they're mean as shit.
When they get older, yeah, they're mean as hell.
I heard they're mean. I was like, ooh, but everything when they're babies. Anything and everything is adorable when they're babies.
Oh yeah, everything's adorable when it's young.
Yeah. Man. But you'll have to come on again and talk about more New Jersey stuff. And I'm going to
Oh,
have to make a
absolutely.
trip up there, even though I don't want to go to the evil places, but we need to find like a bed and breakfast or something. You know what I mean? That we can go stay the night there.
Well, I can tell you this: the lake community that I live in is one of the earliest communities here in my area,
Mm-hmm.
and during the Revolutionary War, one of Washington's soldiers died in the house that is across from our main lake clubhouse.
Okay.
Many a time I have seen something moving upstairs in that house as I walked by it at night. And many a time when I've been in in the clubhouse at night trying to get something when I worked at this
Yeah.
lake, have I felt like there is something there?
So is there somebody living in there?
In the clubhouse or in the house?
Where you see the person.
Yeah, somebody actually owns that house now. I'm actually pretty good friends with the family, so
You should ask them if they have if they see things or hear things in there, and tell
I
them you've got
really
a paranormal people that would love to find out who it is.
I really want to do an interview with the guy who owns the house.
Mm,
I just don't want to presume on the friendship. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, blame it on me.
But I will do my best to try and talk to him and see if I can't get him to give me a quick interview and try to throw that up on my channel.
That'd be awesome.
But I mean, if
So,
anybody
what is
wants
your
to,
channel? Tell anybody so they
my
can follow you.
my channel is called The Legends Cave. Um, Basically, my channel is currently right now. I don't have much on there. I will be honest. But when you go to the
And that's on
channel,
YouTube.
that is on YouTube. Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. The Legends Cave.
Yep. And you will see you'll be able to tell it's got a nice pretty like background on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Basically on my channel right now I'm just doing kind of like horror game live streams.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 episodes of my vlog up and a bunch of shorts that I've just kind of put out after for a little while. I'm going to be getting it more into cryptid content. It's just with the holidays I just haven't been able to put up
Oh, of course.
some more of my cryptid stuff. But I have an extensive amount of information and notes and stuff inside of this wonderful tablet that will be getting conveyed into some long form content for everybody if they want to know more about some type of cryptid creatures and other things like that.
Yes, and I'd like to have you on more often if that's okay with you.
Anytime you want. You know,
awesome.
you just give me, at least a week's heads up, so that way I can
of course,
make sure I'm
I
prepped.
always try to find out ahead of time to make sure that the coincide the dates and all that, because I know how my schedule changes all the time, and sometimes absolutely. I'm supposed to be on a Wednesday, or I'm sick, or I've hurt myself, or something, and I let my people know, hey, I'm not going to be on tonight.
Exactly,
but I will be on. Yeah.
Plus, I got a 10-year-old. He's up. He's up there with Mama right now, probably driving her nuts. But life does happen.
Yes, absolutely. Life happens, and we understand that. And all the people, my regular people, understand that.
Absolutely,
they're all pretty down to earth and humble, and we're all fucked up in the head. So,
welcome to my world.
We get it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You fit in our world perfectly.
Well, that's because I'm a creature of the night. Working nights for the past 9 years, I'm sitting there going like this, going, yeah, I'm turning into a vampire.
I was on like midnight daylight shift for probably 20 years.
Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't have it any other way. I love working nights. I love the people.
I do too.
You got to be a special kind of fucked up to work at night, but
yes,
I may not make a lot of money, but I have a lot of fun.
Me too. Yeah. And I mean, now that I'm retired, I don't have, stories, but I do come on and I'll tell my stupid stories or my funny cop stories and my gagging stories and just the shit that I've dealt with. I don't talk about the bad stuff.
Yeah, no.
Because we don't like to remember that, but I always try to make people laugh with shit that I've dealt with on duty.
I've spent many years as an EMT. I know. I get it.
And what are you doing now? You working for UPS? Is that what you said?
UPS, yeah, working for the underpaid slaves.
And my best friend Andy is one of the higher ups in Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon did the guys striking in New York dirty.
Oh,
because they want a union in New York City. They want to be part of the Teamsters. and Amazon flooded the section of the parking lot that they were going to be in, that they had authorization to pick it in.
Oh,
With they flooded it with about a foot of water,
oh no.
and it was like 17 degrees the past 2 days.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's inhumane.
Yeah.
So thank you, Jeff Bezos, making people want a union even more. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
All right.
it's
Well,
a wonderful time. But I can't. I do. Hey, Kate.
Hi, Caitlin.
That's the TikTok wifey.
Oh, hello, TikTok wifey.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just one of the TikTok bitches.
TikTok bestie. One of the TikTok besties. We'll call it that.
Yeah, we've been friends on TikTok for many years now.
4 years.
At
So
least.
I'm going on five in February. Yeah. So yeah.
You were one of my first friends on there, but since I make videos over there, but then I post them elsewhere, and I spend a lot more time over on Clapper, and I'm actually making my friends on Clapper, and they fit right in the craziness as well, and they're just fucking cool.
Oh yeah, it's fun. But hang on, let me see if you guys can get a good image of this in terms of the Legends Cave.
Hold on, and I'm gonna turn this around so they can see it too. Oh no, I'm trying to show the fucking computer. Hang on, let me just flip the darn thing. Hold on a second. There we go. That is his.
This is my channel.
YouTube.
Over here on YouTube.
In case anybody wants to follow Blue. That's Blue.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to come check it out, come check it out. We try to have some good times over here. Yeah.
Awesome.
But thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Anytime. I love it. I love learning about new things and new places. And I try to find a haunted place, and have people on from where they live and they can tell me what's around them. But
I mean, there's a whole heck of a lot more. I would have had more prepared for tonight if I didn't get swept up by the wonderful peak season over at UPS. But
yeah, no, it's okay. We'll plan something for like the end of January, February, something.
Absolutely, I'll be around.
Awesome.
I'm always around for you. Whenever you need me, I'm there.
Awesome. Oh, you're the best. I will be live on Clapper for a little while longer. I am going to end the podcast. What is today? I will be on, let me see what I'm doing Wednesday and Thursday. I might be on Wednesday or Thursday. So, I'll see what I'm doing because it's Christmas, and I hope everyone has a very, very Merry Christmas and lots of yummy food and gifts and spending time with the family.
And for my wonderful heathens out there, Merry Yule. And Merry Christmas to everybody else.
Everybody, I love you guys. Mwah! Thanks for coming on. Love you.
Peace, love, and soul.